Why was the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo's best-selling console? So by now you probably know that the Nintendo Switch 2 sold 3.5 million copies in its first 4 days, and it has sold 5 million copies in its first month, making it the best-selling console in its first month of all time, which is just insane. However, some of you may be thinking, hey, what happened to those guys? To the guys that are yelling at Nintendo to lower the prices? Those are like, hey, I'm not gonna buy that, way too expensive. No one's gonna buy this thing, way overpriced. What happened to those guys? Well, either those people are just by far the minority of people and they just had a very loud voice, or, you know, they just went and bought the console anyways, because Nintendo kinda does that to people and just gets people who refuse to buy their stuff to still go buy their stuff. And one of the biggest ways that Nintendo manages to do this to people is because of the huge nostalgia factor. Nintendo has probably the biggest nostalgia influence on people out of any gaming company. So a lot of people will literally just buy Nintendo products because they're Nintendo. And those people grew up on Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, Metroid, games like that. And they just love Nintendo for Nintendo. And there's also this thing called exclusive games, which Nintendo just loves. You know, they tend to take their games and allow it on their console and don't put it anywhere else. You can't get Nintendo games legally on PC, Steam, any other consoles like Xbox or PlayStation, nowhere. You have to play it on the Nintendo console. And I mean, a huge example of game exclusivity is the Nintendo Switch 2, because it sold literally with one game, basically. A new Mario Kart. But because of stats, we know people love Mario Kart. I mean, Mario Kart 8 is literally Nintendo's best-selling game of all time. So, when people had to buy the Nintendo Switch 2 in order to play Mario Kart World, you know people were gonna buy it. And funnily, this also means that the majority of people probably literally just paid $500 for a new Mario Kart game. So, I wasn't one of... I definitely didn't do that too. I guess Nintendo knows what they're doing, that's for sure.